Hey everybody, it is your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed African Queen. If you are here for the first time, this is Happy Friday, first of all. Happy Friday, everybody. It is your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed African Queen. We're here to talk about the Bachelorette, charity, and all the contestants, but particularly Brandon, right? Listen, I did not like him from the first time he's a little bit extra, you guys. He's way too much for me. Starting with his earrings, everything about him. I don't know why Charity had to keep that man over there. Let's talk about him because he's been exposed by his girlfriend on TikTok. We're gonna go straight to TikTok. But before we get to that, like this video, share this video, comment below. Let me know if you're watching The Bachelorette. Are you feeling Charity? Is she too emotional? What about the guys? I feel like this is a first couple. This is a first bachelorette. Is that did I pronounce this right? Who's gonna give us black couple? I think so. I think that I've been watching Steve. I like watching Steve, the spoiler dude. And he's been trying to give us some hints that this might be the first time we're gonna have a chocolate couple as Charlie chooses whoever she decides to choose. At the end of it. Oh, but before we get to that, like this video, comment below. Let's get into it because Brandon is being exposed by one of his exes because there are many of them. Dude has issues, you guys. Let's get into it. Everybody, it is your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed African Queen. We are gonna speak on Brendan's ex-girlfriend who is exposing him and telling Charity, run, Charity, run. Now he's already been sent home, so there's nothing Charity has to run about. I just felt like, yo, Charity, can't you see all what we are seeing? Can't you see the dude has issues when it comes to commitment? You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to keep giving him, reasons to believe in you. You have be given the first one-on-one date. That in itself should speak volumes. I mean, she cannot keep. We cannot do that. Now, the name of the girl is Kylie Skirder. All right, let's go straight. I'm not gonna say anything because sometimes when I talk and I share screen, it messes up with my audio. So I'm just not gonna say anything. Let's just watch what she has to say, you guys. All right, let's watch it. Let's watch it.
So it is finally time. I'm going to be doing my story time about me dating Brayden from The Bachelorette. I wasn't really too sure what you guys would want to hear from this. I'm basically just going to tell like my story of my experience with
I don't know
dating
what
Brayden,
happened.
and then also just like my thoughts and opinions on him going on The Bachelorette. Brayden did see the TikTok and he reached out to me about it, and he was obviously not too thrilled about me posting it. I just want to put out there that like I didn't think the video would gain as much.
Hold on 1 second. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Why are we not able to share that? What the heck? Hold on 1 second. TikTok. Come on, man. Don't do this. We are live. This is stupid. Um, Hold on 1 second, you guys. I apologize. I don't know what happened. Am I not supposed to be sharing stuff on TikTok? I should be able to. All right, I'm gonna go back to her page. Kyle, Kylie Scudder. This is good. You better not behave like this again. She's a beautiful girl too. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I apologize, you guys. It's Friday. I don't know why my internet is misbehaving, but let's go back to her. Let's go back to X. The X. Share the screen. I'm gonna say anything because no, that's not the one I wanted to share. That's part six. I don't want. No, no, that's not the part six. Seven. Oh my gosh, the girl is ready to talk. Wait a minute. Where is the one that's part eight? No, eight. No, part one. Part three. Jesus, the girl.
Me dating Brayden on Bachelorette. I wasn't really too sure what you guys would want to hear from this. I'm basically just going to tell like my story, my experience with dating Brayden, and then also just like my thoughts and opinions on him going on the Bachelorette. Brayden did see the TikTok and he reached out to me about it, and he was obviously not too thrilled about me posting it. I just want to put out there that like I didn't think the video would gain as much attention as it has, and I wasn't trying to be like a big shit talker, so just know that. I just thought it was like a funny video to share with my friends. I obviously didn't think it would blow up, but enough with all this. I'm going to jump into the story time so that way I don't have to make this like two parts. Okay, so I grew up in the same hometown as Brayden, which is actually like an hour north of San Diego, and we went to the same high school together for a little bit. So I just kind of knew him from my hometown. I was in a relationship for most of high school, but he was kind of like a well-known guy in high school, was known for being like very nice and friendly to everybody. But I did know him since I was like 15. But we weren't like close in high school. We were more so just like friends of friends. I broke up with my high school sweetheart, and then like 3 years after high school, so I was like 20 years old, and I think he was 21. Brayden and I matched on Tinder. So from that, we were kind of like, oh, I didn't realize that you ever thought I was cute type of thing. Let's hang out sometime. We ended up going on a date. From the first date, it was like we just hit it off immediately. And I don't think that's just me. I felt that way. I'm 99% sure he felt the same way back then. We just instantly started like seeing each other all the time and hanging out all the time, and we were really like all about each other for a minute. It almost felt too good to be true, like straight out of a movie. Like we were totally being super romantic with each other. It was really sweet. I had a lot of people in comments on that video saying like pics or it didn't happen. Guys, I'll show you. I'm an open book. I don't have like a lot of pictures anymore. I have deleted a lot throughout the years just because I'm in relationships and stuff. But this is us at his mom's house. Little beach day we had. I think this same beach day, so we used to go to Denny's like all the time. We sit there until just like 3 in the morning talking, going to see Christmas lights, him meeting my family. You guys get the point. All right, I'm gonna make it part two, and I'll put it in the comments of this. All right, guys. So it is finally time. I'm gonna be doing my story time about me dating Brayden from The Bachelorette. I wasn't really too
All right, we're gonna go to.
I'm just gonna tell like my story experience.
Okay. All right. Let's go to part two. This is part two. Okay.
Brayden from The Bachelorette. If you saw part one, I did show some pictures while we were dating, and yes, he did not have earrings while we dated. Alright, so yeah, dating Brayden was really great and really sweet, but I just had a few hesitations because I had just got out of a relationship a few months before, and things were moving really quickly with Brayden. The entire time we dated was like maybe a little over 4 months, and it just escalated really quickly. Also, when he messaged me about the TikTok, he was like, "We were never together." He technically never said the words, "Will you be my girlfriend?" But he called me his girlfriend, and we made it very clear that we were exclusive. We were only seeing each other. We met each other's families. I would consider us to have been dating, but if he wants to play it down, that's whatever. So long story short, I was also in college at the time, so when I was seeing him every day, this was over like Thanksgiving break, winter break, whenever I would just visit home to come see him and see my family. And then when I was away at school in Arizona, we would just talk on the phone all day, every day. A lot of why I liked him, and I know that America can see this now by seeing him on TV, he is a very different and unique type of person, but that's what I liked. But a lot of my hesitancies with him was that he would repeatedly say to me that he wasn't sure if he could or would ever get married. And I knew that I wanted to get married and have a bunch of kids. So it kind of would like put a damper on things while we were dating. I would kind of be like, then what's the point of us dating? Like he would just say things like, "Well, I don't even know if I'm going to live to be old, and I just don't know if I believe in marriage and stuff." And granted, he did have personal things that went on in his life that I think shaped that part of him, but it was like a big thing and a lot of why I was hesitant with him. But I would be so confused because he'd be like posting everywhere about me and telling everyone about me, and I'd be hanging out with his family all the time and stuff. But then I was like, "But you don't ever see yourself getting married?" Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just ended up ignoring what I now realize were red flags. And then that December, which was December of like 2019, he was leaving to go on a trip to Europe. We were talking about how he was going to be going to Europe, and he was saying how much he was going to miss me while he was gone. I jokingly said something like, "Oh, I wish I could go with you." And he was like, "Okay, well, come with me then." I told him I didn't really have a whole lot of money to do that. And he said, "Just buy your flight out there, and I got you while you're out there." And of course, this hot man is inviting me to Europe, and I really liked him, so I said yes. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to make a part three.
Oh my
Alrighty,
God.
here's part two of my story
Oh
about.
my gosh. So, do you guys want to hear? But let's go to part five because it's too much. They went to Europe and all that and all that. Let's go to part five. Wait a minute. So they went to Europe. They had fun. They okay. Wait, come on.
Of my story of dating Brayden from The Bachelorette. So I think we spent like 5 or 6 days in Paris, and every day was just really wishy-washy. Some moments Ray and I were doing really great, and we were super happy and all over each other, and other moments I was like, "What is going on? Does this man even like me?" Here's some pictures from our time in Paris on like a little boat tour thing we did around the Eiffel Tower. A picture he took of us at the Eiffel Tower. Here's another one. I loved this picture. This was us on top of the Eiffel Tower. These pictures were so cute. Yeah, it's like some moments we were like this, and he was acting all smitten about me, and then other moments so strong. So of course I'm starting to get anxiety about the relationship. Where Brayden and I were out and about just touring the city. We ended up getting into a really big argument while we were out touring the city. It wasn't a pretty argument. Was coming from a place of I felt like I was having to pull any sort of communication or emotion out of him, and I think he was just overall flustered. He's like trying to just have a good time on this trip. I'm getting anxiety because I'm feeling him withdrawing. So like at that point, I'm even focused on the trip, and I'm more focused on him. He's not even worried about me. He just wants to focus on the trip. This was a few years ago. We were younger. It was dumb looking back on it, but yeah, that was definitely it sucked. And I think it was that night that I ended up having a conversation with a girlfriend who was there with us in Paris, and she said that she felt like a lot of Brayden's stress and frustrations was because he was paying for me so much. But I went into this trip telling Brayden that I didn't have a lot of money. I think I seriously went with just like a few $100s in my bank account. So he knew this going in, but I don't think he realized how expensive everything would end up being. I don't think I realized either. So it's just putting a lot of stress on him. And looking back, it was irresponsible of me to even agree to go on this trip. And I didn't have money. I know he said he got me, but I should have known better than to depend on that. But I probably just shouldn't have gone. But again, I really liked inviting me to Europe. He said he got me, so I just did it. I didn't think it through. The last day of trip, then we sat down and we calculated how much money he had spent on me, and we agreed that I would pay him back at least some of it when I got back to the States and was working again. Next part is part 6, and this is hopefully going to be the last part. Part 5 of my story of dating Brayden from The Bachelorette.
I want to hear if she paid the money. That part, I want to hear that part. Did she pay Brandon back his money? I want to know. Oh, come on, man. Don't do that. The heck? I can't believe this is happening. Come on. Yeah, go back to TikTok. I apologize, you guys. Let's see if she paid back the money. That's ridiculous. This was 20 before COVID, just before COVID hit. Just before COVID hit. I want to know if she paid back the money. Hold on, this is part 1, part 3, part 7. Wait, did we do what we just did? That's part 2, part 5, part 6. Let's do.
Part 6, my story of dating Brayden from The Bachelorette. I've been so committed to the airport together, and he did kiss me goodbye. It's like
Okay, wait.
part
That's
6 of
part
my
6.
story of dating Brayden from The Bachelorette. I've been so committed to getting this story to you guys quickly. This is ridiculous. But like I said, I'm an open book. So the end of the Paris trip comes, and I asked him, are we still going to be together when we get back to the States, like how we were? He said he wasn't really sure, but he didn't think so. I remember being really upset. I don't remember what my response was, but I just remember being like really bummed that that was how he felt. The next day, we went to the airport together, and he did kiss me goodbye in the Paris airport. And I remember it being like a sad, like, I don't know if I'm ever going to see him again type of kiss. Yeah. I called my mom in the airport. I was so bummed. I had a great time in Europe. Like, I had so much fun, but I was really bummed about, like, the way things turned out between me and Brayden, especially because we were dating for months before Europe. So I started getting in my head about, like, oh, if I just hadn't gone on the trip, we would still be together. We would still be okay. Like, I was getting really in my head and, like, down on myself about it. We got back to the States. We talked on the phone a lot when we got back. And I remember saying to him, like, Brayden, it was just like a rough trip. We can go back to the way things were, blah, blah, blah. And he was just like, not down. So ridiculous to look back on, like, how upset I was. But I was like really hurt. And I still didn't even fully understand why. It was like he had irritations with me, but couldn't fully communicate them. And then obviously I can't fix anything or make anything better if he's not communicating it to me. I ended up paying him a few $100s back once we got back to the States and I was working again. Then after like a month or two, his sister hit me up basically saying that I owed Brayden money. I was really confused because I thought that I had paid him back enough and Brayden didn't say anything to me about it. I ended up talking to Brayden. He said that it wasn't enough. I ended up having to give him even more money. I was super apologetic, but the whole like come to Europe, I got you thing ended up not being real because I paid it back to him. The only things that I have to say, like, I didn't pay for was, like, the Airbnbs and stuff, but he had those booked anyways for himself. But, like, all the food and all the, I got you, no. Then COVID happened, and the world shut down. During COVID, him and I ended up meeting up at a park and we got some coffee and we strolled around the park together. We basically tried to talk things through. He said that he felt like I used him to get a trip to Europe. I'll say it again, that's not how I felt. I really liked him and wanted to spend the trip with him because I liked him. But we talked things out enough to where he wasn't like angry anymore and we were like civil with each other. Oh my god, part 7. I'm sorry. Part 6 of my story of dating Brayden from The Bachelorette. I've been so committed to
Part 7? Oh my gosh, this girl is ready to talk. Part 7. Okay, so this part 7 and part 8, you guys. Sorry. She's ready. Oh my God.
Story of dating Brayden from The Bachelorette. So during COVID, I ended up dating someone else. He was single for a while, but then he started to date the girl that he always talks about on the show. I don't know this girl, and anything that I know about this girl is just from Brayden. But we still follow each other on social media, and we would talk occasionally as friends. And then she started to get upset, which I understand. So then he unfollowed me on everything, and we stopped talking for a little bit while they were dating. He dated her for about a year, I believe. I think they were just coming up on their year anniversary. And then all of a sudden, Brayden just randomly started following me on Instagram again. So obviously, they broke up. Him and I talked multiple times. This was like mid 2021, so this was about a year and a half after we dated. He would just like text me random things and flirt with me a little. And then we had one FaceTime call that was pretty long where he vented to me about their entire relationship and their whole breakup and everything. I can't speak on behalf of their relationship. He feels like he got cheated on, but to my knowledge, they were on and off. So I think it was just messy. Once again, when we were talking over and over again in mid 2021, he repeatedly kept saying he just doesn't think he's ever going to get married. He just kept saying that he doesn't think marriage is for him. That's just not the path that he's meant to go on. Like he just didn't believe in it. I stopped communicating with Brayden because I started dating someone else. And then again in October 2021, when I was dating this other person, Brayden hit me up again and asked if I wanted to come hang out with him and his sister. I declined, obviously, because I was in a relationship. And then at some point in 2022, I want to say it was like March of 2022, but I'm not fully sure. We hung out, we saw each other again. We went to the casino and then we went to get food as well. He had changed a lot from when we dated, and he almost felt more firm in his beliefs that he was just going to be single and never get married or anything like that. And he was really different from when we dated in the sense that I felt like his sweetness had gone away. And I understand that that comes with being hurt, and I know he was hurt in his last relationship, but yeah, he just wasn't the guy that I had dated, the guy that I had known. And then for whatever reason, in August of 2022, he hit me up and asked me to go on a date. And the day that the date was supposed to happen, he bailed. And then I think a few times after that, we texted, but I think like October of 2022 was the last time that I spoke to him. So yes, we dated 3.5 years ago, but I have repeatedly talked to him over and over again throughout the years. And the one thing that has never changed about him is how wishy-washy he is. How much he would pull me in and then push me away. I'm going to do a part 8 and give my final thoughts and opinions, and that'll be it. Part 7 of my story of dating Brayden and The Bachelor.
I believe this girl 100%. I'm interested to know part 8. Let's see part 8. Yeah, I want to know part 8 what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts? Come on, part 8. Come on, part 8. Yes.
Of dating Brayden from The Bachelorette. So for all of the talking that I've done with Brayden over the last few years, he is just, I don't want to call him names. I don't want to call him a player, but like he pulled me in when he wanted me, and then whenever he was tired of talking to me, he'd toss me off to the side. He has made me feel like crap more than once over the last few years. He says bad things about me to people, but then takes no ownership for the things that he has done with me. Okay. He doesn't realize that his push and pull behaviors hurt people. And although I understand The Bachelorette could probably be scripted in some ways, the things that you're seeing on TV about his push and pull and being unsure about what he wants, that's real because I've seen it myself. I think someone said in the comments on one of my videos, this is a tale as old as time, and It's true. For example, when he followed me again after breaking up with the girl that he dated for a year, he was like, I'm sorry, I was just, trying to make her comfortable. I didn't want to, blah, blah, blah. But then with her, I'm sure he was like, oh, I don't give a fuck about this girl. I'd do anything for you, babe. It's just player behavior. And he has said to me so many times how much he doesn't think he'll ever get married, how much marriage scares him, how he doesn't think he's like other people, and he just doesn't think that that's the path for his life. And so when I saw he's going on The Bachelorette, a show that is supposed to end in engagement, I was like, what are you doing? You are not going to propose to this girl after the 6 weeks or whatever. And all the ways that he talks to everybody in the house about all of his business, he was always talking to his sisters, his family, his friends about our business, and I would get frustrated with it. He can be very charming. So, like, Charity, girl, I get it. I understand. There's a reason why every time he would text me or call me, I would answer, even though I knew it was just going to end with him tossing me out to the side like he always does. I don't want bad blood with him. I don't want issues because this was somebody that I did deeply care about at one point. But he just needs to face the facts that he is simply not ready for an engagement or marriage and stop leading girls on. Someone also said to me on my original video that he can say he loves you and not actually have been in love with you. That's true. That's very true. But that means that this man just says things like that and doesn't understand the gravity of his words. And when he texted me upset about my TikTok, I could see the red flags again because he kept trying to gaslight me and downplay the relations that I had with him. And, maybe he changed his mind about marriage in the last 8 or 9 months. I don't know. People change every day. I'm just telling TikTok what I know and what I've seen, and you guys can form your own opinion from here. But I don't think Charity's brother or the other bachelors are that far off. And if you made this far, thank you for listening. Part 8 of my...
Oh my gosh. Very, very informative, you guys. Very informative. I like it. I like it. There you have it. I knew he wasn't, serious about anything. That dude, the only thing that was serious about him is his earrings. He played too much. He plays too much. I'm glad he was sent home. It was too much drama. Like, who goes to camping and you start eating stuff just for attention? Did you see him eating those things for attention? Like, even other brothers are like, yo, you're doing too much. You are doing too much. I think he was doing too much, you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think the girl is lying? I think the girl is telling the truth. I'm glad that Charity sent him home. He should not have been even lasted for that long. You know what I mean? Should not have lasted for that long. I am your girl, mother from mama. The undisputed of Capri. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Comment below. We shall be doing more of this on the Bachelorette. We wish that Charity is gonna make the right decision in choosing whoever she wanna choose to share with her life. You know what I'm saying? I hope so. I hope so. I hope she's not gonna be carried away. We also gonna be talking about Nick. Nick is coming for Charity quite a bit. Let's talk about that very soon. Subscribe, hit the notification button so that when you go live, you are notified every time you go live. I am your girl, Mother of Mama, the Ancestor African Queen. Bye, everybody. Happy Friday.